back with us. I am Steve Moulter, and I want to send our thanks out to everybody on the fantastic Cisco and Intel panel session that we heard just a few minutes ago. Great, amazing, prolific partnership. Thanks as well to Jonathan Davidson, who was so core in yesterday's opening keynote. I loved what he had to say about the nature of organizations today, that every business is a digital business, and more than that right now, every business is an AI business. There is simply no way to avoid it. AI and Gen AI are the talk of the show here in Amsterdam all week long. We are going to go out onto the World of Solutions show floor. Well, I believe Rob Boyd is out with David Bombal over in Cisco Insider. Is that right, Rob?
Check this out. I think Steve got the close-up. Steve, our camera guy, not Steve, our host, because we got multiple Steves. We are just rich with the Steves. David Bombal. That's David, and then I can immediately come in. This is David Bombal. That's what he looks like in caricature, two-color form. This is so fun because we've known each other for years. Yep. I've watched your channel grow to momentous proportions now. It's very nice to have you here at Cisco. What are you mainly doing here? How would you characterize it?
I'm doing a lot of interviews. So in this space, interviewing a lot of executives, but technical people as well. But you know what it's like at Cisco. Most important thing is meeting old friends and people, on the show floor.
Well, and I'll put this out there for anybody who is here physically with us. You want to come by, get a picture. Yep. If you can, talk him into an interview or something here. He's got a nice little studio set up. We're in the Cisco Insider, I guess, booth, although it's really kind of a misnomer to call it a booth. This is an area. It's probably got its own zip code. A lot of good people here. They've got food and drink going and lots of good conversations and networking opportunities. But I really want your involvement with the program and what you've done with the Cisco Insider. I wonder if you could talk about kind of your journey. I've always turned to your channel for, in the old days, it was certifications training and it was just details. You're also very good at engaging on LinkedIn and putting out interactive material. How would you characterize your journey, and how's it Cisco Insiders played a part in that?
I mean, it's been a long time, many years with Cisco. I started CCNA like a long time ago, when we were a lot younger. Yeah. CCNA, and I mean, eventually got my CCIE. That opened doors for me, moved to the UK because of my CCIE. I love to tell that story because Cisco really changed my life. And Cisco Insiders were a fantastic group to join because you get access to a lot of inside or NDA information before it's released. You interact with Cisco, give feedback. So great group to join.
Well, let me ask you, because we go back a ways and we're constantly facing new technology. You and I were kind of, not grumbling, but at least discussing, how we have to keep up our game constantly, but we depend on surrounding ourselves with smart people. What's jumping out at you here at Cisco Live this week? What kind of things are interesting you, and what's caught your attention?
It's really easy. It's the word everyone is saying, right? AI, AI, AI. I mean, obviously cybersecurity, really important for my channel, very important for the audience that I create content for. But I think those two topics, cybersecurity, AI, but AI is, changing everything.
Well, let me ask you, and then I'm going to purposely say this is not, your answer does not have to necessarily reflect Cisco, but when you look at the industry in terms of how we are, AI is very much in the hype cycle. I feel like there's a lot of good things, but there's so much noise it can be hard to pick out what are the responsible things that are being done and really advancing the game with AI. I'm curious kind of what you're seeing and what kind of advice you would share for people looking to make decisions and just without this much more noise out there now.
That's a difficult one. I mean, I really look to Cisco. Cisco obviously want to have AI that doesn't do bad but does good. But I think every companies that are building AI have to take that into account. But I mean, from a user point of view, AI is going to change everything. Hopefully it'll do a lot of good. I think the big worry for a lot of people is jobs. I think the advice to anyone watching is, you're going to be replaced probably by someone that uses AI, so make sure that you learn it today.
I think that is the point right there, I think, really, which is, it's less about being displaced in that, if you want to freeze yourself in time and say, well, this is the only thing I like doing, well then something's going to replace you, probably AI, if not something else. But at the same time, those of us, you need to adopt your tool set. I assume your workflows have continued to change over time. But before we go, where can people reach you? They obviously want them to come by here, but online, where do people find you?
I could just search for my name, David Bombal. Find me on YouTube, find me on Twitter and a whole bunch of other places. But just search for my name, you'll find me.
Well, perfect. And I also want you to stay engaged with the Cisco Insider program. There is so much value for customers, for partners, for standalone freelance technicians and bench engineers, no matter who you are. This is a great way to stay in touch. I am also a member of the Cisco Champion program, which is part of Cisco Insiders. And I tell you, I benefit a lot from the non-disclosure signed events that they will do where we get to talk to product managers, we get to engage with some of the technology ahead of it being announced publicly and weigh in and kind of affect product development. I assume you and your team have been enjoying that as well. So final comments, last word.
great to be at Cisco Live. Great to meet old friends, make new friends. Come and see me if you want to have a selfie. Look forward to meeting new people.
Absolutely. Come make new friends at the Cisco Insider area. My name is Rob Boyd. We'll head back to you in the studio.
Rob, thank you, and please thank David for us as well. We always love getting the inside track from Cisco Insiders. Great storytelling. We'll do more with the Insiders shortly. Right now, though, I am joined here in the studio by two of our Cisco distinguished speakers. I am so glad to have you both with me. Thank you for coming in today. We'll make the official introductions in a moment. Been a fun week so far?
It has, definitely.
Very busy week.
Busy. Hectic, just running around. Mohit Vaswani here with us, Technical Solutions Architect here with Cisco. And then Kanu, we're so glad to have you as well. Kanu Gupta, Engineering Product Manager with us here at Cisco. Congratulations on being distinguished speakers. We always love to get you here into the studio with us. First things first, let's talk about your individual areas of subject matter expertise. Kanu, let's go ahead and start with you.
Of course. I'm a product manager in the enterprise switching business unit supporting our solution software-defined access.
And Mohit?
I'm a global specialist focusing on compute, specifically the Insight platform.
So this is why, for those of you who have never been to a Cisco Live before, this is why you want to make sure that you come here to this event. You get to connect with human beings exactly like this who are going to give you the information you need. All right. We just came out of a fantastic conversation between Rob Boyd and David Bombal over at Cisco Insiders. Mohit, let me go ahead and start with you on this. How do you work with this insider user group? What's the benefit it provides?
That's a great question. I got a unique opportunity this year to work with this group to create a mini-series of a multi-episode, multi-season series along compute. So we talk about the infrastructure, we talk about the management platform, we talk about converged infrastructure, and also automation. The opportunity is amazing because I bring in TMEs, I bring in PMs, specialists like myself, and my colleagues all together for the customers.
Kanu, I'm going to ask you this. I don't normally do that. Same question goes to you, though. How do you work within this group, and what benefit does it provide?
So this is an exclusive community comprising of our customers and partners, and we work very closely with them and give them one-on-one access to key members of the business unit here at Cisco. So this is a very unique group, and it's a very collaborative space that we hear directly from our customers and our partners. They bring in their experiences, their ideas, they share feedback, and we in turn get to present our roadmap, which is 3 to 6 months out, and share it with them.
Love that connection, love that communication. Let's talk about the benefits for our customers and for everybody who's tuning in on the broadcast, right? What can we expect to get when we participate within the Cisco Insider User Group if we become a member of that exclusive group, Kanu?
So first of all, it's first dibs, meaning the product is still being developed and we get to share our latest and greatest feature innovations with them beforehand. So they get to hear about our innovations that we are still building and working on, which are at least 6 to 9 months out. So they hear it from for the first time directly from us. And they can also participate in early field trials and co-development programs to share their feedback, and how they can in turn influence where the product goes.
So you each have talks coming up. You've got one coming up a little bit later this afternoon, Mohit. Kanu, you've got another one happening tomorrow. What are those talks going to be on? I want our viewers to get a sense of what they can experience when they're here at the show.
Just as Kanu said, right? I think this is an opportunity for us to present what we are doing, a plan, a vision. So my talk today is about the new monitoring feature we have introduced in the Insight platform, right? We want to listen from the customer and understand what they think about it, what they want, and how we can benefit as a team. It's a win-win situation for all of us.
Absolutely. And Kanu, what about for you tomorrow?
So I'm talking about our latest innovation, software-defined access. And I'm very excited because we have a very large participation. We have about 100 plus customers who are actively, registered and plan to attend the session. So it'll be a good, check for us to share our ideas and see to keep them to keep us on track, whether we are headed in the right direction and course correct based on the feedback we hear.
Absolutely. The big talk, what we're hearing, of course, all across the show. What is it? AI, whatever we go. It's AI. You can't go 2 feet without talking AI. How is AI impacting the work that each of you are doing today, Kanu?
It's very integral to what I'm working on, the product. So we are taking the AI insights and incorporating in the product, and it's part of our roadmap.
Similar on my end, right? We're trying to figure out how AI plays a role from a workload perspective, as well as within our platform also, how we can benefit from the aspects of troubleshooting and really understanding what's really going on in your data center.
Talk to me a little bit about the colleagues that you have within the distinguished group here. What have you heard this week that has really lit a light bulb for you? Where you came here to Amsterdam and you were looking for whatever that thing that was going to spark your imagination most, what really impacted you, got you very excited about what you've heard since you've been here at the show so far?
So I've been part of the walk-in labs that's out there, and just listening to customers talk about just hands-on on the platform, just understanding how the platform works, really dedicated to, playing with the product, was really fascinating to see that, they're really excited about what we're trying to get in the platform, what we're trying to do with the platform.
I think for me it was thumping validation on the products we are building and the capabilities we are delivering will be aligned and is attuned to the customers in the region, what they're asking for. So I think that was a very exciting moment, and continues to be, to making sure that we are meeting the customers where they're at and giving them what they desire.
And I think that is a big turning point for AI for all of us here right now, right? Cisco has been in AI for a long time. This is not new for us.
Yes.
But it's, as Jonathan Davidson said yesterday, what we're doing now is we're finally taking AI and we're making it trustworthy. We're adding the security into AI in a way that's making organizations more confident, allowing them to get to their desired outcomes based on AI use. So where do we go from here, right? We look ahead into 2024. Let's talk about the next time we're going to gather this exclusive and distinguished group. What is the big conversation?
Go ahead.
All right. that's a good question, right? I mean, definitely AI is here to stay, right? It's not going anywhere. And we see the trends changing. Customers are reacting to AI. They're adopting AI. I'm definitely going to see a lot more innovations along that front, and Cisco being the frontier of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mohit, Kanu, it has been such a pleasure to have you both with us. Thank you for taking time to drop in here at the studio.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to keep paying attention, so keep visiting us, all right?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
Take
Great
care.
to have you both with us. We're going to take a very brief station break. Do not go anywhere. I'll see you right back here 12 seconds from now.